Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 17th through the 23rd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. The overall energy for the reading, the Six of Cups. There's a soul connection involved here somewhere. We shall see as we go. But in the recent past, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Swords, the King of Swords. I'm just seeing you, going by your day-to-day life, just doing your thing. But then, man, things are difficult there. So I don't know what the hell is going on. Things are looking to be hard anyways. And then there's a lot of overthinking that comes from that, which makes things even harder. For you. You still keep a level of, let's just push on, let's just keep going, But it wasn't easy there. Now, in the current situation, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. I'm trying to figure out if that whole experience, that complicated things like no tomorrow, left you in a space of super overthinking everything. Because there's a super nice energy that's approaching you, and man, you don't know what to do with it because you're up here. You're like, oh my god, what So it's like you've lost connection to your heart and you stayed up here. Whereas if you were in that place of balance between the mind and your heart, you would know exactly what to do about this. You wouldn't be up in the air about it. You wouldn't even think about it. Right now, you're kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do about this one. Okay. In the immediate future, the Judgment card, the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords. You're making a decision here about something. It's looking like a decision-ish, like not a real decision, because you seem to be not agreeing with this. So it's like, okay, I'm choosing this even though I don't want to. So... okay. Still not connected to your heart then. I think you're getting there slowly but surely, but still not. Because if you were, maybe you wouldn't like something about what you have to decide, but at the same time, you would know somewhere within you that it's right, if that was the right decision. But let's do the Six of Cups. Let's clarify. The Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Is this what's making things difficult, the soul connection? It's like it's keeping you stuck in place. The heaviness that's around something, which I assume it's coming from the soul connection, it's making you feel like you're not progressing, you're not moving up, you're not evolving, you're not, it's making it feel like you're on pause. As far as your own growth goes, as far as your own expansion goes. Let me do the Ten of Wands. The Star, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands. Yeah, and it's you're coming back to that. You're usually the one that serves me with this type of I made my bed. And I always will come back with then change the fucking sheets if you don't like it. You don't have to lay in it. You don't have to sleep in it, even if you made your bed. Because initially, you're showing up as, I'm choosing this because it's nice. It's good. It's, But it's almost like you refuse to think that, hey, at that time that I made the choice, it felt right for me. It suited me for that time. Right now I'm in a different time. I'm in a different way of thinking. So what if it doesn't serve me anymore? I'm still going to stick with what I chose because I can't prove me wrong. Yes, you can. People can change their minds and their sheets. You know, you don't have to go through hardship just to, but I chose this. No. You know? For the Two of Swords in the recent past, you get the Ace of Cups, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune. And while you kind of stay in something that becomes difficult just because you don't want to change your mind about it, not only are you doing that, where you're choosing against yourself, basically against what you're feeling, but you're also kind of really, really trying to figure out ways in which to turn things back around to the way they used to be when you chose it, so that you prove yourself right, that you made the right choice. And it's exhausting, and it's sending you up here to look for those solutions, and to no ends, because it's like there's just overthinking at the end of the day, which again creates a pretty heavy ass energy and no conclusion to anything. It just keeps you stuck. Let's do the King of Swords. You get the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups. No, because you know somewhere in there that no, this is a soul connection that's working out. Energetically speaking, I feel like it's working out. Okay, we're not talking, yes, we're talking energy, so that we know what the fuck we're doing here, right? But we're talking about, how about the reality of things? Does the reality match the energy you're feeling? No. Then what are you doing here? Energetically speaking is one thing. From one soul to another, we're all connected. We all love each other. In the physical, is that really the case? Sometimes no. Most times no. So what are we doing then? Are we going to stick there because energetically I feel this connection with this person, so I'm not going to do anything to stand up for myself? Where in the physical I feel like shit, but hey, it's okay, because I made my bed. What about you? Let me do the Eight of Swords in the current situation. The Eight of Swords again, the Sun, the Four of Swords. Again, there's nice energy moving towards you. If the overthinking wasn't here, I'll tell you exactly what you would do about the situation. You would open up to it fully because you feel it as something good. Something, oh my God, this is amazing. From that soul perspective, right? You feel like, oh my God. Because you're up here too much, you would find questions about it. You would find your own doubts in there. You would find your own fears, because that's where they reside, all of them. So that prevents you from connecting to really how you feel about the situation. So it leaves you kind of up in the air in questions of, what am I supposed to do now? I don't know what to do. For the Two of Pentacles, you get the King of Wands, the Devil, the Five of Wands. And then because you're up here, you're going to start creating stories about this energy. So because you're not feeling it for what it is truly, you're going to have to start applying some stories to it. Like, okay, well, it looks like it could be that. Yeah, we'll go with that. You know where all of these stories come from? Again, from everything I just listed back there. Your doubts, your insecurities, your fears, what do you think you're going to create from all of that? A little monster, probably, that you have to run as far as possible from. Now, I'm not saying they're not that little monster, but like, you're not even feeling truly what this energy is that's moving towards you before you start putting labels on it from your own interpretation of, again, your own fears, your own insecurities, your own doubts. Because that's how we function when we're only up here. All of us. It's not just you. This is all of us. Some of us take it to extreme. It's like, okay, I'm going to create this big bad monster with 10 eyes looking in all directions. And that's just my imagination with spiders with 100 eyes and 100 legs. Why do they need so many legs? And I know spiders have a limited amount. Oh, I saw a centipede yesterday, and I wasn't freaked out, because those freak me out the most. They have so many legs, those ones. But it was so cute. It was green and thick and big. It was moving towards me. And I'm like, ah. Luckily, you don't move that fast with so many legs, because I would have run the fuck out of here. But anyways, for the Knight of Wands in the current situation, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the World card. Because of your indecision and your whole not looking at this energy for what it is, I think it's going to be short-lived. I think you're not even going to let it in. You know? You see it at the door, you're like, I'll go pretend I'm not home. And then they go, because they're not going to be by the door all day. So I don't, there seems to be a little bit of initiation here, but then it's all cut off. It's like, okay, yeah, no, thank you. But it's all your creation. From what I'm looking at, the energies, it's all your creation, the stories you tell yourself about it. It's not truly you assessing this energy from an energetic standpoint connected to your true self and being like, hey, this is what this feels to me. No, you're like, okay, I think that this, and I think that that, and I think, and I think, and I think. And we got this little mess on our hands. For the Judgment card in the immediate future, you get the Three of Cups, the Tower, the Four of Cups. You're cutting something loose. You're cutting yourself from something. Something that, energetically speaking, it feels right. That's when we start to go against the energies completely, when we're too much up here. So something that feels quite right. I don't know how, but you're deciding to cut it off. You're upset because you know somewhere within you that that's not necessarily what you want. But you're kind of saying, yeah, sometimes we need to make tough decisions, and this is one of them, and I need to cut that off. I'm not sure. You're not showing me a justification necessarily. For the Four of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Temperance card. Oh, because you're done with it. You've been done with it for a while. That's what you're telling me. It's no longer serving me, whatever this is. I don't know what kind of partnership we're talking about. You're letting something go or someone go because you think that it's no longer serving you. It may not. I can't trust you saying these things to me because you're still up in your head. I can't trust fully someone's decisions, especially when they're entangled in their own thoughts. What happened back there? Because that's where the problem is. That's what I want to know. What the hell happened that made you function strictly from here? And you forgot about all the other elements to you. And you're functioning just from there, and you're assessing everything just from that commotion that's up here. Who did a number on you there? Or what experience did a number on you? It's this one. The soul connection, whatever this is. Let me do the Page of Swords. In the immediate future, the Five of Cups, the Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles. And then you make this decision. You're cutting someone off because they no longer serve me for a while now. It's been like that. I just don't think that they're good anymore. Okay, good. Then immediately regret pops in a little bit. Just enough to have you be like, oh well, and then you move on. All of these energies that you're creating through these decisions and whatever it is that you're doing here without aligning to truly who you are, all of these energies that you're creating right now, you're taking with you. At some point, they're going to overwhelm you because they're going to want to come out somehow. So I would suggest, forget about all these energies, all these decisions, all the everything. Forget about all. Go connect back to your heart. I'm not seeing any kind of indication here that you're connected to your heart. And when I look at the energies created from that lack of connection to your heart, you're not feeling much of it right now. But when you will, you will. Because they'll catch up with you. So, put everything to the side. Forget about who's coming in, who's going out, whatever. Try to not make many decisions from this space of the mind, like only the mind and the confused mind, and go back to nature, back to animals, back to whatever connects you back to your heart, because you need that. It's gone. Your heart is punished somewhere in their room, locked the room. You're coming out only when I say, I don't know why. But go do that. And then come back to everything, from a more balanced place. I'm not seeing any sign of your heart in here. Let me see. Your heart is there. You're just not connected to it through all of this. You're there. You're not heartless. You're there. You just got to connect back to it. From the universe for you, you get the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, the Justice card. You're telling me, hey, what are you talking about? I got my intuition with me. That's who I follow here. But you're being very practical when you say that. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, because intuition is practical. Yeah. Okay. If you think you're balanced here, by all means. I'm looking at the energies and I'm seeing a different story. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped. And I'll see you next time.